Exchange debuts today. It's set to be a major platform for innovative small and medium-sized enterprises. Well, for more, let's go to Liu Zhaoqin in Beijing. Zhaoqin, so how's the bourse doing on the opening morning?
Sure, Jiayang. 10 companies had to suspend trading twice in the first 30 minutes of Beijing Stock Exchange debuted today, as they having seen their price up by more than 60%. The daily price fluctuation of BSE's listed companies is set to 30%, and the limited will be set on the first trading day. But trading will be suspended for 10 minutes if the company's price is up by 30% from the opening quotation, and post for another 10 minutes if the price by up 60% in total. Among the first batch of 81 companies listed on the new bourse, Henan Tongxing Chuandong, a leading China auto parts providers, instantly saw its price soar by nearly 400% in the first few trading minutes. Nearly 60 companies reported gains in the first 10 trading minutes. Individual investors holding at least 500,000 yuan worth of assets in their personal security accounts will be allowed to trade on the exchange. The number of qualified investors will exceed 4 million, as the BSE estimated. Back to Jia.
So give us a better idea of who these listed companies are.
One point is worth noting is that the BSE, which is seen nurturing more technology-advanced small and medium-sized enterprises, has seen initially by the central regulators in early September. It is initially built about the NEEQ selected, the higher tier of the 8-year-old National Equity Exchange, and also companies trading on the innovation. And that means can apply to be listed on the BSEs as long as they remain listed on the innovation for 20 consecutive months. And some experts also see that the launch of the BSE is an important step forward to build a multi-level capital market in China. The threshold setting at 200 million yuan market cap for BSE's listed companies and no street rate on the net profit will better serve innovative SMEs. So another point is the basic and innovative layer is just like a big school that trains specialized and innovative small and medium-sized enterprises for BSE. From other two tiers, the BSE can continue to select specialized and new companies that they have seen tested and developed in the market to list. Back to you, Jia.
Thank you so much for that. That's Liu Zhaoqin joining us from Beijing. Let's get some more insights from Daryl Guppy, a trade expert, senior financial columnist and founder of guppytraders.com. It's good to have you with us. And Mr. Guppy, the Beijing Stock Exchange, so it's built to drive innovation, and we know it's got a lower bar for companies trying to list, but a higher bar for investors, and prices are more free to fluctuate. So how do all these help?
They all help because the relaxed rules will attract more liquidity, and that in itself supports innovation. But some of the key changes in the trading rules are also very important, because the other exchanges, which are limited to 10% up or down, they get limit locked at those stages, suffer from what we might call supply and demand constriction. The 30% rule allows price to move more accurately in response to investor demand. And that's a major change that's taken place on the Beijing Stock Exchange, and is going to be a major advantage for both traders and investors.
But investors also have to be a more high risk tolerance. So what's then the appeal for both foreign and domestic investors?
I'm not too sure I agree with saying it's a more high risk environment. Certainly the companies that are listed may have slightly higher risk in the sense that they are innovative and establishing new businesses, but the structure of the Beijing Stock Exchange reduces that risk when it comes to the application of trading and investing. It is much more secure and organised than trading in the old OTC or over-the-counter market that existed previously.
And how about for SMEs looking for funding? How appealing is this particular exchange?
This is particularly appealing. It gives the small SMEs that are looking for funding new avenues to be able to access funding and capital within the market. Instead of having to go to borrowers and lenders, we're able to tap into a new market segment. And the specialisation of the Beijing Stock Exchange will attract those people who are particularly interested in these sectors and in these backing these innovation companies. So it's a very important step forward. It's the equivalent in many ways of the NASDAQ exchange in the United States that focuses on these innovation companies. It gives investors and traders a genuine choice.
Well, thank you so much for your insights. Really appreciate them. Daryl Guppy joining us there.